Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. In this video I'll be showing you how to make a world boost system. So if you go to a world, your world boost will change, and if you exit it, your world boost will be back to 1, and you can have different worlds. And also, before this video starts, I need you guys to leave me some suggestions in the Discord server, in the suggestions channel, or you can just comment down some suggestions for upcoming tutorials, because I'm running out of ideas and I don't know what to do in upcoming tutorials. Before this video starts, if you guys want to support me and want to have access to all of my project files, including the one you're watching right now, they will all be available in my Patreon in the $10 tier. With that being said, let's start. The first thing we're going to do is go to the workspace and create a folder, and I'm going to rename this folder to areas, and I'm going to create a part inside of the workspace, and it's going to be resized to be the size of, let's just say, our first area, or actually I'm going to rename this world, sorry, and this part will be named world 1, and I'm just going to make it big and transparent. So the transparency will be 0.85, and I'm going to change the color to red, and I'm going to make sure that it's anchored by going to home, anchor, and I'm going to parent it to the worlds folder, and I'm going to have another world called world 2, and I'm just going to position these right here, and the world 2 color will be blue. And then I'm just going to add a service script inside of service script service, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to add a folder and a script. So the folder will be called server, actually world boost underscore server, and I'm going to drag my script inside of that folder, and I'm going to rename my script to main underscore world boost. So main underscore world boost. And I'm just going to have some variables. So we're going to put a comment called services, and we're going to get replicated storage. So local replicated storage is equal to game get service replicated storage, and then maybe we'll then we're gonna have some variables for a variable for instances. So instances, and it will be replicated storage wait for child zone plus, actually replicated local zone plus is equal to replicated storage dot zone plus. And I'll show you what this zone plus is. If you just go to the link in the description and get this module called ZonePlus, it's very useful. Let me show you what it's used for. So let's say you want to create a safe zone. You can use it for this. Paint zone. So just go to the link in the description, read the documentation, and click on this link right here, and it will take you to the actual module that you can use. And when you get that module, here is the API right here that we're going to be using. So I'm going to go back here and toolbox, and I'm going, once you get that module, just go to home, toolbox, my models, and just click on ZonePlus. Now I'm going to drag this ZonePlus inside of replicated storage, and I'm going to add a folder called world boosts underscore or just world boosts, and I'm going to drag this zone module inside of that, and I'm going to do local zone plus is equal to replicated storage dot world boost dot zone. And instead of doing this, I'm going to do a require, sorry I forgot about this, and then I'm going to have a player added event. So I'm going to get player service local players is equal to game get service players, and then local function new player, and that will take the player as the first argument, and whenever a player joins, we're going to create a number value, local world boost is equal to instance.new, and we're going to create a number value number value, and world boost dot name is equal to world boost, and world boost dot parent is equal to player. Make sure that you type in player, not players. And then what I'm going to do is players dot player added, connect new player. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the ZonePlus module, and I'm going to check out the API. So what I'm going to do is read this API. So we have to create a zone and zone.player added. Okay, this is very simple to do. Just go here, and what I'm going to do is local function setup zones, or maybe set up world boosts, and I'm going to go to this instances under the ZonePlus variable. I'm going to do local worlds is equal to workspace.worlds, and for I comma world in pairs worlds get children do. So what I'm going to do, if world is a base part, then return. And I'm going to do if not world is a base part, sorry, and if it's not a base, if it is a base part, then we will continue. And instead of doing a return, by the way, do continue. I thought we are inside of a function. And what I'm going to do is local zone is equal to ZonePlus.new, and as you can see, it takes the container, so ZonePlus.new and world. And as you can see, we have some events here. So zone.player entered, connect function player. So zone.player entered, connect function player. And we also have zone.player exited. So I'm just going to paste that in. And what I'm going to do is player dot world boost dot value is equal to, and world dot boost dot value. And what I'm going to do is add a number value to each world inside of the workspace, and it will be called boost. And I'm just going to copy it and paste it inside of the other world. So world 1 will be 1.1 and world 2 would be 1.3. And when we exit the zone, player dot world boost is dot value is equal to 1. And what I'm going to do with the new player function is world boost dot value have a default of 1. And then what I'm going to do is call the function setup world boosts. And now if you play the game, that should work when you go inside a world. So let's view the output and go to players. Okay, so we have a world boost thing, and if we go inside here, okay, I can't go inside of it because it's not collidable. So just make sure that can collide is unchecked. And now if you play the game, it should work. So POLARISPROG, world boost. And when I go inside of it, it becomes 1.3. And when I exit out of the zone, it becomes 1. And when I enter this one, it's 1.1, and now it's 1.3. So as you can see, this works, but now we need to have a little text label in here to display our world boost. So I'm going to go to start GUI, add a screen GUI, and I'm going to call it world boost. And I'm going to add a text label inside of it, and I'm going to change its size to 1,0,0,0.1,0. And I'm going to change the background transparency to 1, and the text scale property to true, and the text color to white, and the font to Fredoka 1. And I'm going to change the name to World Boost Label. And I'm going to add a UI stroke to it to make it look a bit better. And I'm going to change the thickness of the UI stroke to something like that. And I'm just going to make it bluish like Pet Simulator X, like the Pet Simulator X UI. Maybe that doesn't look that good, to be honest. Okay, I'm just going to keep it at black. And I'm going to change the default text to World Boost and times 0. Or maybe times 1. World Boost 1 or times 1. And what I'm going to do is maybe change the font, I think. Maybe Bangers. Nope. Arial Bold. Nope. Fancy. Maybe just for Doka 1. Okay, now I'm going to add a local script inside of star character scripts. I'm going to call it World. Actually, I'm going to call it World Boost underscore client. And I'm just going to create a variable, so a comment, services, and local replicated storage is equal to game get service. Actually, we do not need replicated storage. We're gonna do local players is equal to game get service players, and I'm going to have a so instances, and I'll just do local world local player is equal to and players.local player, and maybe I'll change this to player with a lowercase p, and then local player GUI player GUI is equal to player dot with a child player GUI, and local world boost is equal to and player GUI with child world boost, and local world boost label is equal to player GUI with child world boost label. And what I'm going to do then is world boost label dot text is equal to and layer dot world boost dot value, but instead of doing this, I'm going to do world boost and dot player dot world boost dot value. Actually, world boost dot x dot player dot world boost dot value. And what I'm going to do is player dot world boost dot changed connect function, and I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. And now if you play the game, that should work. So our current world boost should be 1, and that works. But if I go ahead and enter this, nothing happens. Okay, so this is why it's happening. It says infinite yield possible POLARISPROG player GUI with child that. Okay. Oh, this is easy to fix. World boost with child world boost label, and that should work now. And okay, so it works now. As you can see, our world boost is now 1.3, and now it's 1.1. And now I need to show you how to make the world boost actually work with multipliers. So what I'm going to do is show you an example. So let's say I want to make this part. I want to make it so that whenever you click this part, you will get coins or something. So I'm just going to create a simple leader stat script. You don't have to follow this since your game will already have leader stats. I'm just going to do game.players.player added connect function, and that will take the player and local leader stats is equal to instance.new folder, and leader stats.name is equal to leader stats, and leader stats dot parent is equal to player, and local coins is equal to instance.new int value, and coins.name is equal to coins, and coins.value is equal to 0, and coins.parent is equal to leader stats. Now I should have some simple leader stats set up. Now I'm going to make it so that whenever you click this part, you will get some coins. So I'm going to add a click detector, and I'm going to add a script, and I'm going to do local click is equal to script.parent.click detector, and click detector.mouse click connect function player, and player.leader stats coins value plus equal to 1. Now this is how your game might be set up, or actually, by the way, plus equal to 1 is the same thing as is equal to player.leaderstats.coins.value plus 1. It's basically the same thing. It's just a simplified version of this. I'm just going to keep it like this, and instead of just doing this, I'm going to do plus equal and 1 multiplied by, make sure that it's in parentheses, and multiplied by, and player dot world boost dot value, and that should work. And if you don't want your player to get numbers with non-rounded numbers, you can just do math.round, and I'm just going to do this. Actually, I'm not going to put the math.round here. I'm going to put it right here, and then you can just get rid of the parentheses, and that should work. And now if I play the game, instead of getting 1, I should be able to get a bit more, maybe 2, because we are rounding the number. So I'm going to click this, and I'm only getting 1. Okay, I think I know why. Oh, it's because my world boost is 1. So what I'm going to do to fix that is put that part, I'm going to put this part, I'm going to change the max distance to a huge number, and then I will play the game so that I will be able to click it from very far away. So now I am not inside any world, so my world boost should be 0. So I can click this and I get 1. If I get inside of this and now I click that, I get 1. Okay, I think I know how to fix this. Instead of doing this, I'm going to use math.seal or whatever this is. And now I get 2. Okay, so as you can see, I only get 1 when I am not inside of the area, but when I get inside one, I am getting a lot more. So 15 to 17, so I'm getting 2 because the world boost is 1.1 and we are rounding up that number. But what I'm going to do is have my first world boost at 2 and my second one to 3, and I should be able to get 3 when I am in the blue world and 2 coins when I'm inside of the world 1. Okay, so right now I'm getting 1. If I go inside this, now as you can see, now I'm getting 3. And if I go inside of here, I should have 21 coins now. Okay, 21. And as you can see, that works. Also, to get this to work with your game, let's say this is your map. I'm just going to drag in some random assets. Let's say... Okay, let's say that this here is your map. You can just cover it with a part and add the world boost to it. By the way, this will work if you spawn inside the part. And by the way, this can be transparent. And as you can see, my world boost is set to ×3. When I exit out of this, it's now 1. So this is how we make world boosts. If you guys liked this video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!